If your mouth feels like the Sahara Desert before lunch, your teeth are in serious trouble. That uncomfortable, sticky feeling is more than just annoying. It is a major warning sign for rapid dental decay, heightened sensitivity, and gum problems that adults over 55 simply cannot ignore. You can brush, you can floss, and you can still suffer from chronic dry mouth and brittle teeth if your daily diet lacks key protective elements. Most people assume the fix is just drinking more water. It helps, but pure water doesn't contain the specific nutrients or mechanical properties needed to defend an aging smile. Today, we are focusing on 5 easy-to-find foods that act as your internal defense system. These foods boost saliva flow, neutralize harmful acids, and strengthen your enamel from the inside out. We will show you the surprising type of aged cheese dentists actually encourage you to eat and why. Stick around until the end because we are revealing a tiny pinch of a spice that can trick your mouth into producing moisture for hours. Why is this guidance critical for our demographic? As we age, our salivary glands naturally slow down. Additionally, many common medications, especially those for blood pressure, allergies, and depression, list dry mouth as a side effect. Saliva is not just water. It is a protective, complex fluid full of minerals, proteins, and digestive enzymes. It constantly rinses away debris and, crucially, bathes your teeth in essential calcium and phosphate. This process is called remineralization. When saliva flow stops, that protective bath stops, and decay takes the fast lane. If you are struggling with sensitivity or recurrent cavities, this guidance offers immediate, evidence-based steps. If you value crystal clear, step-by-step vitality advice, please tap that subscribe button now so you get our simple, helpful guides every week. Let's start with the most essential, often overlooked mechanic of a healthy mouth. Our first category includes the washing machine foods, which focus purely on mechanical action. We are talking about raw, crunchy, high-fiber vegetables like carrots, celery, and bell peppers. Many older adults shift towards softer foods like mashed potatoes, yogurt, or cooked squash. While these are nutritious, they bypass the vigorous chewing needed to properly stimulate your salivary glands. Think of eating a raw carrot. The act of tearing and grinding that dense fiber physically exercises the muscles around the glands. This movement sends a powerful signal to your brain: start the flow. Beyond stimulation, these crunchy foods physically scrub the surface of your teeth. They act like a natural, gentle squeegee, helping to remove superficial plaque before it hardens into tartar. The key here is consistency. The moment you feel that sticky, dry mouth sensation, maybe mid-afternoon or right after a soft meal, reach for a pre-cut stick of raw fiber. Actionable takeaway: keep a container of washed and chopped carrots and celery sticks ready in your refrigerator. They should be your first line of defense against midday dryness. But what if you struggle with chewing due to dentures or dental pain? We address modifications for that later, but know that even light chewing on small, firm pieces makes a difference. Next, we move away from mechanics and into chemistry with our second power food, unsweetened green tea. Most people associate green tea with antioxidant power, but for your dental health, its benefits are twofold: chemical cleaning and gentle remineralization. First, green tea contains compounds called polyphenols. These are plant-based substances that act as natural inhibitors for harmful bacteria. Specifically, polyphenols are linked to disrupting the growth of Streptococcus mutans, the primary bacteria responsible for creating plaque and tooth decay. By inhibiting these bacteria, green tea limits the production of the harmful acids that eat away at your enamel. Second, green tea naturally contains low levels of fluoride. This dose strengthens the enamel surface, making your teeth more resistant to acid attacks. Think of green tea as a continuous, gentle rinse that fights infection and strengthens your teeth every time you sip it. Why choose green tea over common black tea or coffee? Black tea can stain teeth heavily, and coffee, even without sugar, is highly acidic, which erodes enamel over time. Green tea is less acidic and, when consumed plain, offers pure protection without the staining or excessive acid exposure. Actionable takeaway: swap out 1 cup of your regular daily beverage for a cup of unsweetened green tea. Let it cool slightly, as extreme temperatures can increase sensitivity. Now, let's talk about a delicious secret, the one dairy product that your dentist actually encourages you to eat. Our third protective food is aged, fermented cheese, specifically sharp cheddar or Parmesan. This might seem confusing. Dairy products often contain fats or sugars. But aged hard cheeses are dental superstars for 3 crucial science-backed reasons. Reason 1, they are high in calcium and phosphate, the exact minerals needed for remineralization. Reason 2, they have minimal lactose content. Lactose is milk sugar. Because it's fermented, aged cheese has very little sugar left for decay-causing bacteria to feast on. Reason 3, the most critical, aged cheeses are highly alkaline. This means they have a high pH level. When you consume something acidic, like fruit, juice, soda, or even wine, the pH level in your mouth drops rapidly, making your enamel dangerously vulnerable. Eating a small piece of hard cheese immediately after an acidic item works like a fast-acting acid neutralizer. The high alkalinity of the cheese instantly raises the oral pH back to a safe level, providing a protective buffer for your teeth. How quickly can a tiny piece of cheese stop an acid attack? Almost instantly. The best time is right after you eat that bowl of pasta with tomato sauce, or after you have a piece of toast with citrus jam. A small square of sharp cheddar can halt the acid attack in its tracks. Actionable takeaway: keep small cubes of sharp cheddar or Parmesan ready in your snack rotation. When you consume something acidic, follow it up immediately with a small piece of cheese to neutralize the pH. Our fourth key to dry mouth relief moves back to hydration, but with a specific, tactical focus. We call these the high-water, low-acid foods: watermelon, cantaloupe, and cucumber. If you are dealing with chronic dryness, your body needs foods that deliver water slowly and efficiently without adding problematic sugar or acid. If you need deep hydration, why are fruits like oranges or apples not the best choice? Because despite their water content, they are highly acidic and can erode enamel if consumed frequently throughout the day. Melons and cucumbers are phenomenal because they are 90% or more water, yet their pH is relatively neutral. Consuming these foods helps replenish your systemic hydration slowly, which aids your salivary glands without exposing your teeth to an unnecessary acid bath. They are also gentle on sensitive teeth and gums, even if you are experiencing recession. Instead of juicing these items, which removes fiber and concentrates sugar, eat them whole or infuse them into your drinking water. Adding thin cucumber slices to a pitcher of cold water, for example, makes the water more palatable and delivers small, consistent nutritional boosts every time you sip. This sustained hydration is much more effective for dry mouth than chugging a large glass of plain water quickly. Actionable takeaway: integrate high-water, neutral pH foods into your diet as a snack or infused water base. We have addressed the mechanics of chewing, the chemistry of acid neutralization, and the importance of gentle hydration. Now let's focus on the structural foundation, your gums and jawbone. Our fifth powerful food delivers vitamin K. For decades, we have focused almost entirely on calcium for bone strength. But calcium is practically useless if your body cannot correctly deposit it into your bones. That is where vitamin K, particularly K2, comes in. We all talk about calcium, but why is it practically useless without vitamin K? Vitamin K helps guide calcium, ensuring it goes into your jawbone and not into soft tissues. Strengthening the underlying jawbone is critical if you are experiencing gum recession or tooth instability. The best dietary sources of vitamin K are dark, leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale. For older adults, eating tough, raw greens can sometimes be difficult due to chewing challenges or digestive sensitivities. This requires smart preparation. The simplest way to integrate vitamin K is by blending it. A small handful of spinach or kale blended into a soft fruit smoothie completely eliminates the chewing requirement while delivering a massive boost of this bone-supporting nutrient. Another simple method: quickly sautéing spinach and adding it to scrambled eggs or an omelet, which softens the leaves significantly and makes them easier to digest. Actionable takeaway: aim to include a handful of leafy greens daily, preferably cooked or blended, to ensure you are getting enough vitamin K to support your jawbone structure. We have covered 5 core strategies that use food to transform your smile health. We started by discussing the importance of saliva as your mouth superhero and promised a specific spice that boosts its production. Now it is time to deliver on that second major revelation, the natural salivary catalyst. The secret ingredient is a tiny pinch of ground ginger, or, if you can tolerate a mild kick, a dash of cayenne pepper. This is not a nutrient strategy. This is about mechanical stimulation. Spicy compounds activate nerve receptors in your mouth. Your body's immediate natural response to this mild irritation is to flood the area with fluid, saliva, to cool down the perceived threat. This technique works instantly and can maintain salivary flow much longer than simply chewing gum, which often contains problematic sugars or artificial sweeteners. How do you use this safely? You do not want to apply cayenne directly to your gums. The simplest method is to add a tiny pinch of ground ginger to a warm cup of water, or to infuse your green tea with a minuscule amount of cayenne. Sip this throughout the day. It provides the necessary stimulus to keep the flow moving. Remember, this is about mild stimulation, not intense heat. Start incredibly small and listen to your body. We have covered the fundamentals, but health advice is useless if it doesn't fit your daily life. Let's briefly address some common concerns for the 55-plus audience and provide crucial adaptations. First, what about dentures or partials? If you rely on dental appliances, you might avoid crunchy foods like carrots because of the difficulty in chewing. This is a valid concern. You can still gain benefit by choosing softer, high-fiber alternatives like lightly steamed broccoli florets, or by cutting the crunchy foods into very small, easily managed pieces. Your primary focus should be on the hydration foods, the protective green tea, and the salivary spice trick, as these do not rely on vigorous chewing. Second, what if I have severe temperature sensitivity? Many people with receding gums or exposed roots cannot handle very hot tea or very cold melons. The solution is simple: moderate the temperature. Bring your green tea down to lukewarm. Take your high water fruits out of the fridge 15 minutes before eating so they reach room temperature. Consistent, comfortable protection is always better than intense, painful attempts. Third, what if my medications are the primary problem? If you are taking several prescriptions that all list dry mouth as a side effect, dietary changes will help, but they may not solve the entire issue. This is a point where you must speak with your prescribing physician. Ask if there are alternative medications with fewer anticholinergic effects, which are the ones that dry you out. Never stop a prescription without medical guidance. Use these food strategies as your ongoing support system alongside professional advice. The most important takeaway from today is that maintaining the health of your smile as you age is not about chasing expensive procedures. It is about consistent, simple maintenance using the natural tools your body already provides, mainly saliva. We have armed you with 5 specific foods that boost the quantity and quality of that protective fluid. You now know how the mechanical action of carrots stimulates flow, how the polyphenols in green tea chemically rinse away bacteria, why aged cheese neutralizes acid instantly, how neutral fruits hydrate you efficiently, and why vitamin K is essential for strong jawbone architecture. If you found one new food or one simple trick in this video that you are going to try this week, whether it is adding a carrot stick to your snack time or trying the pinch of ginger, please take a moment to hit the like button. Liking the video tells the platform that this evidence-based health advice is helpful for adults over 55, and it helps us reach more people who need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Silver Smile and Bites. Ring that notification bell too. We are dedicated to bringing you simple, actionable steps every week to improve your everyday vitality, one easy step at a time. Thank you for watching. Take care of that smile, and we will see you next time.